Ain't happening, pal. Let's review. F-150 is the only pickup to earn both awards, once again raising the stakes for what a truck should be. This is the safest Ford F-150 ever, and every other truck is history.
Government 5-star safety ratings are part of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's new car assessment program. Tests include driver and passenger front side and side barrier pull tests.
The sound of the bat cracking, the crowd cheering, the smell of overpriced but tasty hot dogs, the memories that will last a lifetime of your first baseball game with Little Johnny. Your team wins. It was a great night until you get home. It's 9 p.m. and your wife says you have no water.
We have no water.
What do you do?
What do you do?
Rule number 1, don't panic. Remain calm. Okay, that's 2 rules.
We don't have time for jokes, funny man.
Okay, think back. On the way home, you heard a radio commercial.
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
Eureka. You saved the day. You remembered that Mike Scott Plumbing doesn't charge extra for nights, weekends, or holidays. You are a genius.
Hey, Mr. Genius, did you remember the phone number?
Of course you did. Remember, you're a genius. 352-237-2888. Because at Mike Scott Plumbing, if water runs through it, we do it. Even if water's not running through it at this particular moment. Mike Scott Plumbing.
Are you wasting hundreds or thousands of dollars on termite retreat fees? If you're not with Turner Pest Control, you probably are. Turner Pest Control offers the industry's only termite and pest control package that never charges retreat fees, ever. You can get started today for only $99. This is a value of $500 or more. This includes treatments, installation of monitoring stations, quarterly pest control, and a lifetime guarantee, all for an unbelievable low $99. Even if you have another pest control provider, visit turnerpest.com to find out how you can avoid paying those high termite retreat fees.
Are you in need of custom screen printing, embroidery, or promotional items? Then look no further and come visit the brand new Legacy Team Sales. LTS is conveniently located off 17th Street next to Armstrong Homes in beautiful Ocala. We offer the best prices and highest quality products for your company, team, school, or nonprofit. Whether looking for screen printed shirts, embroidered polos, or travel team uniforms, you'll be sure to find it at Legacy Team Sales. Come visit our new 27,000 square foot facility. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff will assist you in every part of your custom purchase. LTS carries the hottest brands in the industry like Under Armour, Russell, Mizuno, Asics, Badger Sports, Gildan, Pacific, Ogio, and many more. At LTS, screen printing embroidery is done in-house and we guarantee customer satisfaction. Stop by, give us a call, or check us out on the web at shoplts.com. Remember the name, LTS.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
WOCA. AM 1370. 96.3. 96.3.
WOCA.
Welcome to the Home Maintenance Show, sponsored by Ace Solves It All. Plumbing, electrical, solar, and air conditioning, Ace solves it all. And now, here's your host, Charlie DePari.
We're here to help the homeowners. This show is all about caring for the 3 critical support systems within your home: your air conditioning, your electrical, and your plumbing.
And today we're talking about air conditioning. It's a critical season as well in Central Florida for our home's AC.
It is, and it's the most abused item, I think, in your home. I mean, that and the water heater, nobody takes care of them.
Well, you don't even think about it. As
long as it's cool in the house, it's a good day. Yeah. When it breaks down, they're very emotional.
And the water's hot when you take a shower.
And the water's hot, right.
Yeah.
And they get very, very emotional when that AC is not running.
One of the things that I think would be of interest to our listeners, and I know you've had a lot of training at ACE with your crews and everything. What's new this year in air conditioning, and what type of improvements can homeowners who are going to replace AC this year, what can they look forward to?
Well, the air conditioners keep getting more and more complex, but also more and more efficient. We happen to be a Lennox dealer. We sell many brands, but Lennox is our primary dealer. And Lennox has up to 25 SEER. And from 17 SEER and up, the minimum you can put in today in Florida is 14 SEER.
Explain what SEER is.
SEER is the seasonal energy efficiency rating, but to keep it simple to our listeners, think of it as miles per gallon. You know, do you want to have a car that's efficient or a car that gets 10 miles to the gallon, that type of thing? So, for instance, an XP 25 is the most efficient and quietest air conditioner in the world. And Lennox is the only one that has a patent from 17 SEER and above. You can link solar panels to it to even make it more and more efficient.
That's amazing.
It is amazing, and we do several of them. So it costs more, of course, but it pays you back every single day, because when the air conditioner is not running, it's helping all the other electrical demand in the home.
So that panel is collecting and distributed for all of your electrical systems?
That's correct. And with each condenser, which is the outside unit, we can add 16 panels. You know, you can start with 2, but you can add as many as 16 to each condenser, which will really help save energy.
And solar is going to continue to grow and grow in terms of providing us energy.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you do that, there's tax benefits as well. But as I always preach, when it's time to buy a new air conditioner, don't buy the 14 SEER. You know who buys them? People who don't pay the electric bill, landlords, that type of situation, commercial places where they don't pay. You want to get as much efficiency as you think you can afford.
But you don't want to get too much, right?
Right.
In other words, it is possible to put too big an engine in a car.
Yeah, that's it. The size of it, you know, is it 3-ton, 4-ton? Some people think, let's say your house is, and we do a heat load calculation when you come to your home, so it's sized properly. But let's say it sizes for a 3-ton, and you say, no, give me a 4-ton. It's never cool enough in here. Well, that's not correct. There's other problems with your ductwork or some kind of leakage or lousy windows, or the unit just isn't efficient anymore. Because when you buy a system, no matter what the efficiency is, over time, if you don't take care of it, it's going to drop in efficiency. And the less you take care of it, the less efficient it's going to be over time.
Well, speaking of taking care of a unit, when your techs go out, do you end up replacing air conditioning units long before their DOA time is up?
It does happen when you don't take care of it. No different than if you went out and bought a new Cadillac, right? And you just drove it, and you didn't change the oil or check the air in the tires. You're going to wear that car out quicker. And that certainly does happen because people just don't take care of it.
One of the things that I've learned from Charlie is there's a big difference between home maintenance and home repair.
Well, the more maintenance you do, the less repairs you're going to do. It's just that simple.
Less emergencies
and big tickets, you know. When we go to your home, we'll take a picture of the coil, show it to you, and you'll be amazed if it's not taken care of. The most important thing you can do, folks out there, is change your filter. And I know you hear it from everybody all the time, but they still don't listen. You know, oftentimes when we're going to come to your home, Jerry, we find a brand new filter in it, and the guy looks in the trash barrel, and there's the old one. It can crawl out to the street by itself. It probably hasn't been changed in 6 months.
So,
they'd
folks,
be embarrassed.
If that's you, do a better job of hiding the old filter.
That's right. And you know, we know there's a problem, and oftentimes we know where the equipment is from, you know, similar style homes. But as a courtesy, can you show me where your air handler is? And sometimes, what's that? I said, oh boy, you know, they're not changing their filter.
Right.
But it's very, very important. The better care you take of that, the longer it will last. You should be able to get 15 years out of a system, but oftentimes at 8, 9, and 10, they're failing. More often, in some of these homes that were foreclosed on, or if you're buying a home that used to have tenants in it, for whatever reason, tenants don't think it's important to change a filter, even though they're paying the electric bill and they're breathing the air.
Yeah, that's, and I know you own real estate as well. You give them filters.
They still don't change them when they get them for free. I don't know why, but they put the wrong size in, or the unit's been running without them. You know, in one of my places, I had a woman run the thing without it for God knows how long. The system was not that old, 6 years, and the compressor failed.
Wow.
The biggest cause of a compressor failure is a dirty coil, which is caused by not changing your filter or not having a filter.
Yeah, the extreme, not having a filter.
And that's not that uncommon. And then people put in these cheap, one-size-fits-all type of filter, or they go to the box store or the supermarket, and they buy that. Sometimes they're blue, sometimes they're green, and you can hold it up and see that your husband's down in the meat section because you can see right through it.
Yeah.
That's not if you can see through it, it isn't stopping much dust and dirt.
I have I've seen those, and a family member once came back from the store with those, and I said, no, this isn't going to work.
It's not worth the stuff it's made out of.
And explained why. And the reason I knew that is because I knew Charlie. And but even before I met you, it made sense to me when I would look in the stores at the filters, and I'm going, there's a big difference between this and this.
And there's a big difference in money. There's all kinds of filters. You can spend a lot of money. I mean, the best is like an electronic filter that you have a professional put in and have some UV lights and some other things that'll really help clean the air. Because if you went to my house, I have a lot of filtration. I have UV lights. And my system now is, I don't know, maybe 4 years old, maybe 5. But if I opened it up and you looked at the coil, it looks like the day it was put in because the dirt doesn't get to it. And I have most homes have a 1-inch filter. I have a 2-inch filter. So it catches that much more.
Folks, we're talking about home maintenance, and Ace Solves It All has agreed to make a special offer on the show for our listeners. You're the type of clients that Ace likes to work with, people that do home maintenance versus home emergency repairs. Of course, they do emergency repairs, but with the Ace Family Value Plan, you get an incredible list of benefits. It's going to cover your home's air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical for 1 full year. And if you went to acesolvesitall.com and took a look on the website, you would see the plan sells for $289.95. On this radio program, Charlie has agreed that we will give the plan for 10 callers at a low, low price of $139.95, less than half price. $139.95 for the Ace Family Value Plan, covering your home's air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical. Here's the number, and you got to be quick with your call, 877-223-2968. You won't find this on Google. It's radio only, 877-223-2968 for the Ace Family Value Plan. One more time, 877-223-2968. And Charlie, one of the things with the Family Value Plan, I know that Ace is available for emergency service 24/7. But if a customer does have the Ace Family Value Plan, tell them what they're going to benefit for if it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'll explain it all. I'll start with air conditioning. We've been talking a little bit about that. But once you buy the Ace Family Value Plan, it covers your electrical system, your plumbing system, and your air conditioning system. On AC, what we do, we come inspect your unit, give it a tune-up. It's a 20-some-odd point inspection. We check all the capacitors and relays and motors and read the compressor windings and so forth. It's 20-some-odd points, depending on the manufacturer you have. We go through it thoroughly. You can go out with the tech. He checks everything involved. We clean the coil, brush the coil down. We clean the outside coil with water, and we put a protective coating on the condenser, which is the outside piece. And then if you need any repairs, you get a 15% discount. Normally, we charge a dispatch fee for all our trades to come to your home. But with the Ace Family Value Plan, you never pay a dispatch fee, and you never pay an emergency fee, which is even higher, off hours. And then with the electrical plan, we come out to your house once a year. We check all the connections in your panel. We thoroughly go through, make sure your house is safe electrically. We put new batteries in your smoke detector, and we make sure there's no electrical hazards, so you're safe. And the same thing, if you need anything done, a repair or something, an outlet put in or whatever, you get a 15% discount on all that. So And what we do, folks, is we send an air conditioning factory trained technician out to your home for anything for air conditioning. We send
and that's 2 times a year.
Correct. And we send an electrician out for your electrical problems, and we send a plumber out for your plumbing problems and inspections. So you're not getting a jack of all trades. They've all been thoroughly trained in a profession. On plumbing, we come out, we check all your valves, we locate your main water valve, we show you where it is in case there's emergency. We make sure you have no leaks anywhere under your sinks or any of your stops, and we'll change up to 2 flappers in toilets as needed when we come to your house, unless it's a special oddball thing. But we have the generic flappers in all of our trucks. And the same thing, if you need anything done, you get a discount on it as well. And folks, we've been having some lightning as of late, and I wanted to mention, if you don't have surge protection in your home, you probably want to look into whole house surge protection, which we do. If you have a lot of electronics, you want to protect it. So think about that, because Florida is the lightning capital of the United States. We have a lot of lightning here.
And it's having a company that you can rely on to help you maintain your home is worth so much today. I think of couples, both husband and wife are working, people lead busy lives, and we don't think about home maintenance. We think about car maintenance more because we're driving down the road and we want to make it to work or whatever.
We're not proactive, we're reactive. You wait till something breaks. And one of the things, if plumbers come to your home, for instance, they may mention it to you, but you should have braided stainless steel hoses feeding your washing machine, because State Farm, the number one cause for flooding in residential situations is usually the washing machine hoses. You can't see once it leaves the top plane of your washing machine, but there might be a big bubble in it, and it usually breaks when you leave, unfortunately. And nobody, we got one person who calls the home improvement show all the time, and she's the one who shuts the valve off after she uses the washing machine. But there's not many people who do.
Think of that, folks. You're supposed to turn that water valve on and off every time you wash. I'll bet you many of our listeners right now do not even know if they have a rubber hose or the braided wire hose.
Some of the new machines are coming with the braided ones, but typical average machine is coming with the old rubber hose that lasts. Everybody think it lasts forever, and it's a 1/2-inch hose. So when that snaps or bursts, it dumps a lot of water in the house. Gallons
of water flowing. I've heard it happen to people during the night, and they get up and a good portion of the home is already flooded by the time they realize they even have a problem.
And the other thing that floods your home is the condensate line from your air conditioner. If you're not servicing your air conditioner, then you're just waiting for that thing to plug up. And it's not when it's going to clog, or if it's going to clog, it's when. It will certainly do it. And depending on where it is in the house, it can make a mess.
And it's, again, home maintenance versus home repair. It's so much better to have a company that you can trust, a company that is well-trained, and I might add, thoroughly background checked and verified by a third party, Ask the Seal.
And that's very, very important, folks. And no exaggeration at all. We'll get 100 applications. 80 of them we can't hire.
80 out of 100.
Out of 100
are a no-hire situation.
A no-hire. They don't have a driver's license. They can't pass a background check, or we drug test, which is a problem for them. And then the 20 that's left, hopefully we can grab 1 or 2 out of it. It's that critical, and there's a terrible shortage in the trades. I don't care if the carpenters, in our case it's electricians, plumbers, and air conditioning, but all the trades is a terrible, terrible shortage. And we need to get more young people into the trades, because wages are going to continue to climb and as demand climbs.
And that, for the homeowners, that means increased cost. Your home is going to cost more to maintain every year, and it's going to cost more with this work shortage of well-trained technicians. And as you've just heard Charlie say, it takes him a lot of work to keep all of his crews full, and and bringing in new people as their business expands.
And that affects our schedule. We have trouble getting to some customers on certain days, when everybody starts working their air conditioner on that hot day, you have a lot of breakdowns. It's just a number game, And everybody wants you there as soon as they hang up the phone. So, and the other thing I didn't mention on the ACE Family Value Plan, you go to the top of the list. You're a VIP customer. So it's a priority for us to get to you first, whereas the next caller is just, somebody who called.
Somebody calling in doing a repair, emergency
repair. So you get VIP coverage. You get a special phone line to call in on where you get preferred attention.
And you actually send them out a card, looks like a credit card.
That's right. We're exactly right.
This is the ACE Family Value Plan, and it is a great value, a full year, peace of mind, full year. And normally this sells for $289.95. However, as a reward for listening to the show, because you are interested in home maintenance, Charlie has agreed to for a special offer to the first 10 callers and 10 callers only. The ACE Family Value Plan covering air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical, normally $289.95, but your price is $139.95, less than half price. It pays for itself so fast, folks. $139.95, but here's the number to call, and 10 callers only are going to get in on this offer. 877-223-2968. Let me give you that phone number one more time. 877-223-2968. A full year peace of mind covering your home's electrical, air conditioning, and plumbing. And Charlie, one of the things that I think is tremendous is that you personally educate yourself and you go for additional training, and you have all sorts of training sessions for your people, ongoing training.
Ongoing, because it's very, very important. Technology changes. We train every Tuesday, sometimes twice a week. We bring in outside people. We had a trainer come in from Lennox. We're a Lennox Premier dealer in our office just this Tuesday. He comes every couple of months and just continues to train because
and it
it's
isn't just
important.
Technical. You train your people how to treat customers.
Customer service is a big part of it, First impressions are important. They're all in uniform, background checks, so forth. So, you should have the same experience no matter which one of us show up at your home. Just like you want to have the same experience when you go to a restaurant. Same principle.
You told me a story today. Well, it was just today, and because we were talking about this very subject of hiring the right people and everything like that. And this is many years ago, but you had a guy that would come to work that would come with his shirt outside of his pants.
His uniform that we pay for, which is not important, but we do. And I would get on him because, I told him when you leave your house, you need to be ready to go to work, uniform tucked in. I don't want you stopping at 7-Eleven to get a cup of coffee and somebody to see you in that fashion. And after many times of talking to him about it, I finally gave him an opportunity to work somewhere else because he's not living up to our standard.
I like that. I gave him an opportunity to work somewhere else.
I did. And I don't like to do that because we invest a ton of time, energy, and money in training our people.
But it means
but he didn't get it.
Sloppy. If you're sloppy there, are you sloppy on the job as well?
That's what I said. Do you clean up after yourself? It's about a bunch of little things that make a big, big difference. And folks, the value in this ACE Family Value Plan is tremendous. If you know you have, if you can honestly answer yourself that the last time you serviced your air conditioner you don't remember, this is a great value for you. And we'll check your electrical and plumbing so you know it's safe. There's a lot of people out there that have major electrical problems in their home. They don't know it. Major plumbing, the wrong panels, the wrong type of piping, all kinds of different things. And if you know your air conditioner is on your last leg, we can come out and take a look at it. Right now, we're a Lennox Premier dealer, and they have early bird specials. You get some big rebates from as large as $1,400 on higher SEER efficient units down to $350 or so. Plus, you can get rebates back from your power company and there's
federal
government in some cases if you buy a high efficiency heat pump, and you're going to have a lower electric bill. You know, I know some of you out there are paying $400 a month for your electric bill, and you figure it's always been $400 a month. Well, what if I told you could get it down to $280? You know, and be more comfortable.
It would be
at
hard to
$280.
believe.
I know it's hard to believe over the airwaves, but it happens every single day.
Let's go ahead and make the offer one more time for our listeners. We've been talking about the ACE Family Value Plan covering your home's air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical from ACE Solves It All. This is a tremendous value at $289.95. But on this show and this show only, you are going to have an opportunity to get the plan for $139.95. I'm going to give you the number to call, and it's limited to the first 10 callers. So grab your phone. Here's the number, 877-223-2968. You're not going to find it on Google. You can find the plan on acesolvesitall.com, and it's described there, but you can't get the offer there. You can only get it right now by calling this number, 877-223-2968. And Charlie, another thing about the ACE Family Value Plan that I think is tremendous is this would be a great time for people to make a shift from being a home emergency repair type person into the I've made a decision. I want to maintain my home.
It's really cheaper in the long run, you know. You just postpone.
How many years
disaster.
can you get out of extra years can you get just by
you
proper
can probably
maintenance?
a third more.
Wow.
You know, by taking care of it, and maybe even longer.
That's thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars, and not only that, the energy cost, that because the air conditioner is clean and it can breathe, the coil's clean, it's not going to run as long. And if it doesn't run as long, guess what? It doesn't have as many hours on it. So it's going to last. It's like a low mileage car. I keep referring, you know, back to automobiles because I believe in keeping it simple. So we could get real technical, but, you know, we'd lose our listeners.
Right.
So I tend to try to keep it simple.
Yeah, if you have a tire that's going bad, it's not going to get better on its own.
No, and you can put the can of, that flat fix stuff in there, and that's putting a Band-Aid on it.
Putting a Band-Aid on. Well, folks, we hope you have enjoyed the ACE Solves It All program on home maintenance. We appreciate our listeners. Again, ACE Solves It All, covering your home's air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical. ACE Solves It All.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. All the bodies have been removed from the Orlando nightclub where 49 people were massacred yesterday. Daniel Gilroy, a former security firm co-worker of the gunman, says Omar Martin always seemed to be filled with anger.
He was always loud and cursing, and anytime either a female or a black person would come by, he would use horrible words.
Fox News confirms that the gunman made 2 trips to Saudi Arabia in recent years. And more about Mateen.
He did call 911 in the middle of his attack. Mateen's father tells reporters he believes his son was angry about seeing gay men show affection in public.
Fox Radio's Evan Brown. Underwater researchers plan today to reveal their findings after studying the wreck of the Andrea Doria off Massachusetts. The Italian ocean liner went down in 1956 after hitting another ship, killing 51 people. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Look, you can't go a week without hearing how the Ford F-150 is way ahead, leaving every other truck choking on its gravel. And when it comes to safety, the truck that leads the pack is the high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body Ford F-150. F-150 is the only pickup to earn both of the most important safety awards in America. First, it earned the government's highest overall safety rating, 5 stars, for all sides and all cab configurations. And now, F-150s earn the IIHS Top Safety Pick on Super Cab and Super Crew with optional forward collision warning. The competition? Yeah, right. Just don't ask for both safety awards, because that ain't happening, pal. Let's review. F-150 is the only pickup to earn both awards, once again raising the stakes for what a truck should be. This is the safest Ford F-150 ever, and every other truck is history.
Government 5-star safety ratings are part of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's new car assessment program. Tests include driver and passenger front side and side barrier pull tests.
It's time for Farm and Ranch headlines on the Southeast AgNet. I'm Tyron Spearman reporting. Well, all peanuts should be in the ground, and everybody passed the deadline of getting those peanuts in the ground, but now it's time to report your acreage. You must report all acres of the crop in which you have a share in the county to your crop insurance agent by the acreage reporting date of July the 15th. If you choose the weighted average projected price option under the Yield Protection Insurance Plan, a farmer must also provide a copy of your Sheller contract. You can insure from a contract up to 100%, and this year that would be up to a total of $489.20 per ton for 2016 peanuts. Also a reminder from our agents that if you've done planting, get with your agent and report your acres and do not wait for the deadline. If you have damage and need to replant, you must also contact your crop insurance agent before you destroy or replant the peanut crop.
And now another episode of One Soil to Live.
I'm sorry, Sarah. It doesn't look good.
Oh, no, Doctor. Is there any hope?
Well, yes. But you'll need to follow these 4 principles if you want to make it healthy again.
Of course. Anything.
Okay. Now, first, you must keep it covered and keep living roots in it throughout the year with diverse plants and rotations.
Yes, Doctor. Of course.
And finally, Sarah, it's important to disturb it as little as possible.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. You're a real soil saver.
No thanks necessary. Improving soil health is what I live to do.
There's an amazing amount of life in healthy soil. More importantly, that life can help make our nation's farms more productive, profitable, and resilient. Visit your local USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service office today and learn more about the basics and benefits of soil health. This message brought to you by USDA and this radio station.
I'm Tyron Spearman for Southeast AgNet.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front-end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440, or online at powellgene, Gene, at yahoo.com. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. Yeah. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give